Is FLD going to be the next crypto treasury squeeze play, squeezing all the way upwards of the $50 levels next week? Or is this a ticker which is glory days are behind it? You should be locking in profits and walking away from. What's up, trading friends? Today, discussing FLD under three different lenses. The why, the what, the where. The why, we're going to be discussing the catalyst that this ticker is running on and why it closed Friday up over a whopping 50%. The what, we're going to be doing some stock analysis. The where, I'm going to be telling you guys where to get in, where to get out. So without further ado, if this is the type of video you like, guys, we only have one goal: to be at 50,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Call me crazy, I think we can do it. Hit that subscribe button and let's get to work. So, as always, the first thing which we're going to discuss is going to be the why. Why do we talk about the why first? We want to talk about the why specifically for stocks that have already gapped up, because we want to analyze whether or not there's any longevity to this move that we're seeing right now, right? In order to predict the future, you first need to understand the past. This is what I always tell you guys when it comes to trading these freaking penny stocks, right? So when it comes to trading these pennies, right, that's the number one thing that's going to be very, very important, right? Is it running based off of a legitimate catalyst, or is this just the conviction-less rally that's going to be here today, gone tomorrow? So without further ado, guys, let's get cooking. When it comes to FLD, guys, this is a ticker which is going absolutely crazy, guys, based off of the notion that the company is coming out with a crypto treasury. So let's go over here and let's read the news. So it says, Fld Holding secures $250 million for Bitcoin expansion, right? Which is very, very solid, right? Now, we already know how things go when companies come out and announce a crypto treasury. I mean, you know, unless you've been living under a rock, right? Or you've just started trading this week, right? They go crazy. They go absolutely bananas. So they go bonkers. However, this is the thing, right? Is that, you know, we already did see a lot of price, movement to the upside in the pre-market yesterday. You know, one of the things that you guys got to understand when it comes to anticipating and understanding how a stock's going to react to given tickers or to given news is going to be that majority of the move oftentimes is front loaded, right? Majority of the move is front loaded, and it moves based off of the shock factor of the catalyst, right? The shock factor of catching people off guard, and the stock goes absolutely bonkers, right? So the fact that, you know, the people have had over a weekend to kind of sleep on it, right? It does kind of damper the excitement of this ticker, right? So overall, though, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the news as good, okay? Because the news is good. Now, the next thing we want to look at is going to be the what. So when it comes to the what analysis, this is another place when, you know, a lot of traders zig when they should zag. So when it comes to stock analysis, my friends, you need to understand that the stock market works based off of supply and demand. It doesn't work based off of the company's earnings. It doesn't work based off of, you know, stocks don't go up because the company's making more money. The stocks don't go up because, you know, people like the stock more. The stocks don't go up based off of any of this. Now, these are underlying reasons as to why then people take action for the next step, which is what? Supply and demand. So if people see that the company is doing very well financially, and the company's, you know, earnings per share is growing, this and that and that and this, right? Then that translates to them pressing the buy button, which is demand. And when there's limited supply and more demand, prices go up. That's it. All right. So what you guys got to understand is what we're really looking for is this correlation and relationship between supply and demand. That's constantly what we are analyzing when it comes to anticipating where a given ticker is headed next. So when you go over here and when you look at the what of the company, first thing which you want to look at is going to be how much supply even exists, how much supply even really is there to begin with. In the case of FLD, this isn't a micro cap company, guys. This is a company with over a $200 million market cap and over a free float of 3 million shares, okay? So, you know, it's, you know, realistically, a lot of its shares are locked up because its free float is sitting at 3 million versus its freaking, you know, $46 million total shares. So it is actually very, very volatile from that perspective. I think that ends up putting it around, you know, $15 million market cap. So of free float. So we're going to go over here and we're going to put its volatility as amazing as well, right? Now, when it comes to volatility is a double-edged sword, right? And I know that so many people are like, oh, volatility means opportunity. Yeah. Volatility, you know, the way I like to explain volatility is like it's fire, okay? It's fire. You can either cook a nice little steak with fire, or you can set yourself on fire. Oh, I'm burning, I'm dying, okay? You can do that, all right? So be careful, right? Volatility doesn't always mean, yay, upside, upside. No. It means up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, over and over again, okay? Good. Now, the next thing which we want to look at is going to be, again, supply. Now, who has the most supply? Who has the most supply? The company themselves has the most supply, right? So we want to make sure that this company is not adding supply, right? They're not just adding supply, because if the company is adding supply at a rapid rate, no matter how much demand there is, the stock's going to get destroyed, okay? So let's go over here and let's take a look at the company's finances to realize whether or not they need to add supply or not, right? Unfortunately, they do. They're broke, okay? They're broke. So the company might take action in some selling of shares to raise some funds, considering based off of their most recent SEC filings, the company right now has a total cash and cash equivalents of $2.4 million, and their operating expenses every quarter sitting at $4.48 million. So they're burning $4.48 million every quarter. They have $2.4 million right now, leaving them with a month and a half of cash. Brokey alert. No broke boys, no, right? That's them. That's what they're talking about, okay? FLD, all right? They're broke. All right, now, the next thing which we're going to look at is going to be history of dilution, okay? So has this company historically diluted a lot or not? What's going on here, right? Well, when you go over here, right, I mean, look at the company's numbers, right? You realize that historically they actually haven't diluted much, and right now their overhead supply is also low, meaning that they can't go ahead and just add shares without at least announcing a public offering or direct offering or anything like that. So for that reason, we're going to go over here. We're going to put dilution as okay. The odds of them actually rug pulling us is okay. This is somebody getting rug pulled. Woo! Right? Now, short interest. Let's take a look at short interest. So when we go over here, I'm going to pull up FLD. The short interest on FLD is up 17% the past day, and it's up 11% the past 7 days. So overall, relatively flat. It's nothing too major of a boost, but overall, it's not good. Okay, it's not good at all. That short interest is going up. Again, remember, my friends, shorts add to their position when they believe that a stock is expensive, right? So if shorts are adding to their position, that's really not a good sign. Okay, remember that, right? Like so many people are tricked and they think, oh, well, it's actually good. It means a short squeeze. No. It means there are people betting against this company, okay? So we're going to put this as okay, though. We're going to put it as bad because it's still up, but it's not up that much. Now, the next thing which we're going to look at is going to be, hey, what's big money doing, right? Out of this demand that is happening here, right? We talked about the supply. Out of this demand that's happening here, who owns a big portion of the demand, right? Well, when it comes to who owns a big portion of the demand, right, it's we got to figure out what big money's doing. So when it comes to big money, the company's got 4% institutional ownership. Not that good, okay? I'm going to put it as bad. All right, not that good at all. Now, let's talk about the charts. So when it comes to the charts, the number one thing which we're going to need Monday morning is going to be volume. And this is the thing about volume, man. Volume is fleeting. Volume is also, you know, there's not an infinite amount of volume in the markets. So it's going from one stock to another stock to another stock to another stock. So if on Friday the company announced a $250 million $250 million financing to buy crypto, okay, and it's already kind of got the excitement, if on Monday morning a company announces, hey, we're coming up with a $300 million or a $200 million $200 million crypto treasury, then that's going to be the exciting new shiny object that all the volume is going to get sucked out of this and go there. Okay, so that's the problem about buying stocks on Friday and holding them through Monday, is because you're not really going to be sure whether or not the company is going to be able to, people are going to have the same excitement, and whether or not the volume is going to be able to actually stay in that ticker, right? Because volume is kind of like attention span, right? That's really what it is, right? It goes from one stock to another stock to another stock. This is why oftentimes, and this kind of a, rule of thumb for you guys to go based off of, this is why oftentimes you see a given ticker sell off, okay? You see a given ticker, like let's say you're looking at your gap scanner, right? And you look at stocks to trade for the day, and there's a stock that's up 300%, there's a stock that's up 100%. And the moment the stock that's up 300% dips, the stock that's up 100% goes up. Or the moment that the stock that's down, that up 300% goes to 400%, 500%, the stock that's 100% starts dipping. Why? Because people are looking at like taking their money and putting it in there, taking that money and putting it in here. Okay? There's that, right? And so there's that. Now, overall, like I said, it's going to need volume. Now, if the volume does show up, the ticker can go ahead and get all the way upwards of, I mean, it's already, what price is it at right now? It's sitting at 5.8, okay? It's sitting at 5.8. So it's done a good job actually breaking above these levels. So, you know, the highest I could see it going is 8. It's not getting above 8. It's impossible for it to pretty much get above 8, okay? I'm going to be real with you guys. Now, when I say impossible, I mean improbable, right? Obviously, it's possible. It's also possible for the roof to collapse on my head. Imagine it did. That'd be like some Final Destination shit, right? Anyways, so that'd be crazy, right? But it's possible, right, that it gets there, but it's improbable that it's able to break above these levels. So overall, personally, I'm staying away, okay? I'm staying away. You know, I think that it's already kind of ran its course, and they don't have that much cash, so I'm worried that they're going to go ahead and dilute, and it's just not a good look for me personally, right? Personally, for me, remember what I'm saying? For me, you can do whatever you like. It's your money. Do whatever you want. Now, if you guys want to know what stocks I am buying every single day, right, day in, day out, and get access to my whole list of, freaking day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, everything like that, right? Day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, check out the Discord, okay? The Discord right now, I added 10 more spots for the 50% sale which we have going on right now. Again, the next 10 members that join, they get access to it for a 50% discount. And we have also, we're the only Discord out there, guys, that not only gives you the ticker, not only tells you the entry, not only tells you the exit, we also give you the stop loss, and we also tell you the position sizing. We also tell you how much money to actually put in a given ticker. We don't just say buy and buy. We tell you exactly everything that we're doing. So what we've come up with is we came up with a unique system of 10K portfolio as a benchmark. So I trade way out of a bigger portfolio than a 10K, right? But we use 10K as a benchmark. So let's say that you have let's say you have a 100K account. Well, you go ahead and you multiply this 25 shares by 10, and then you go ahead and you buy. Let's say you have a 5K account. You divide it by 5. You divide it by 2. Let's say you have a 50K account. Then you go ahead and you multiply this 7 shares by 5. Let's say you have a 40K account. You multiply, these shares by 4, right? On and on and on like that. So give it a shot. And listen, man, you're right to be skeptical. There's a lot of sketchy things going on in this industry, but this is the thing, right? Our Discord previously used to come with a 7-day trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. Now we're giving you 2 weeks free trial. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Give it a shot. Wilson says, hi Sam, thank you for all working on the community. My 7-day free trial finish was great. I thank you for the membership this week. 7K in 7 days he brought in. Do you think it's coming back? I think it's coming back. Again, now we're doing a 2 weeks free trial. Literally, look at this. Let's jump to present day. Literally yesterday. This is Friday because it's at 12:01 on a Saturday. He says, just a new member. Says, I'm up almost 10K since joining this Discord on Wednesday. Bro, stop playing with me, guys. Come on. Michael says, thank you, Sam. Love you. Best Discord in the world. $4,000 past 7 days. My man, a nice payday for Friday. Thank you. Great month, guys. Loving the Sung alerts. These are all from Sung alerts. I sold too early on a lot of them too, but I'll be up way more if I listen to Sam. Lesson learned. Amazing. I mean, we've been going off, man, day in, day out. That's why people are coming back. Listen, people don't come back unless they're making money. Okay? So give it a shot. See if you make money. If you make money, come back for more. If you don't make money, pack your bags and leave. And we do have multiple mentors in the community who I have gone ahead and have audited their portfolios, right? A few of them are actually trading out of his multiple 7-figure portfolios. So they've been doing this for a very long time. We have traders with us, guys, that are honestly been trading longer than I've been alive. You know what I'm saying? So I'm super grateful that I've been able to build such an amazing team. And we're all here bringing the best alerts to the members. So yeah, that's it. The link is in the comment section and description. And that's all. I wish you guys the best of luck, man, whether it's in trading or everyday life. Maybe pause it and read some of these, man. In the short term, I've been here. I'm just trying to do something to make my life better for my husband and I as he reaches retirement age. In the short time I've been here, I've made 20% profits. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And small win for me, 900 today since Tuesday. Slow but steady since I joined. Bang. Amazing stuff, man. Amazing stuff. Look at this. I'm now up double my original portfolio. 10K starting the Discord about a month and a half ago. Amazing. God bless. I remember, my friends, don't give up, don't quit, because 90% of traders are unprofitable. 90% of traders just quit before they become profitable. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Your boy Sam from Top Academy.